to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. And the Red Raiders about to kick it away and get this season started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He steps out of bounds across the 30 and the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. So Wyoming's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy. In your system, in your scheme, he knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
They call 3rd down money down for a reason. Like, 2nd down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. It's a nice job. Nobody covered, doesn't force the football, and even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big 1st down for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. trying to surge it in. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to run it. He didn't get there. Knocked back on fourth and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll leave it with him. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the air.
Tried to turn the corner on the read option, and he could not do it, and they got him for the safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To throw, it's Overton. The short hands, it's Stone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the gun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge... And if he could have held on, the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Now on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, it's Overton. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to East Carolina. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll pull them back to within 6. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This one's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Tavon. With the catch, it's Stone. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out quickly. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wyoming!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air. It's Overton. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Under fire. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. The pitch to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
24, Texas Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. The offense changing the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Pace. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to pass. It's Overton. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders are on the move. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Kane. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Browning. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been...
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there.
Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.